Showtime! The Capital G show starts right now.
What's up YouTube, Capital G here. We're talking about Black Rose Dragon in this video, and I don't know if this is obvious or not, but either way, I'm just going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say that from this point on, Black Rose Dragon is going to be very relevant again in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I think that we should all be honest here. I mean, outside of Mermail, what in the last 2 years was actually summoning this thing and at the same time winning major tournaments? Because for the life of me, I can't think of any other decks. Like, Dragon Rulers, technically, I mean, to me, they only had like one play, and that was summoning Black Rose through the Debris Dragon, so I'm not really going to count that. The reason I think that Black Rose Dragon is going to be so important again after 2 years of, well, pretty much irrelevance, is when you first look at it, it's like, okay, well, we finally actually got some competitive archetypes that are based around synchro summoning again. I mean, who the hell saw that coming? Because I sure didn't. Obviously, I'm talking about Yang Zing, and you look at Yang Zing and it's like, well, both of their amazing boss monsters are level 7 synchro. So obviously synchro summoning into level 7 is something that they're going to be comfortable doing, but then they can synchro summon during your opponent's turn. So clearly that makes Black Rose Dragon like 10 times better and a lot more dangerous. Secondly, in Duelist Alliance, we just got a new amazing tuner that's splashable as hell and facilitates instant Black Rose plays. I'm talking about Fearless, the new Light Swarm monster. And when you really look at it, it's like, how much work is it to summon Mathematician, dump Fearless, summon it for free, and then Black Rose your opponent's whole field? Like, you did that for one card in your normal summon. I mean, that is minimal effort if I ever seen it. And you can take a deck like Shadows. I don't think that they'll have any problem splashing in maybe a couple copies of Fearless and Mathematician, because Fearless can be dumped into the graveyard with Shadow Fusion, thus you could just summon Fearless, you know, right onto the field, and Mathematician can dump Shadows into the graveyard, then you can trigger them. So neither card has a sole linear purpose of making the Black Rose Dragon play. So I think that they both can actually be played in the deck rather effectively, and this is probably going to be one of the more played decks of the format. So the threat of Black Rose is obviously really real. I mean, I think that it's a card that is pretty much going to start being played again in spades. Now, personally, I hope that Black Rose Dragon gets reprinted because the ultra rare version is currently running like $18, and this is a card that I actually remember being as cheap as like $3 right after the 10 came out. And you know, I had an ultra rare version back in the day, but it got stolen when my Insector deck got, you know, picked up and taken. So clearly I do have a use for one. Hopefully it's in Legendary Collection 5, and people will be able to get the card a lot easier, because I don't think anybody wants to have to drop like, you know, $15+ on a card that, you know, came out all the way back in Crossroads of Chaos and whatnot. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Black Rose Dragon is going to be a relevant card again? Again, I see two of the new decks coming out in Duelist Alliance. I think that they both can easily summon Black Rose Dragon. I think that the effect never got bad or anything. Like, blowing up your entire opponent's field is like, it's more relevant now than ever, because you have so many people that just commit everything to the board during their first turn, like Georgia and Boojins and just a whole lot of decks. So thank you guys for watching. As always, click the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and then this is the last chance for you guys to support my Kickstarter. If you want free cards, check it out. Donate $1 or $2 and you'll get some free cards. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribing makes life happy.